up, like kind of shielding my eyes from the light a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at Gregor and say, "Beautiful night, huh?"
He seems like a nervous sort. He nods far too many times to be normal. He says, Adam says that you, and he just like keeps stuttering over and over.
I raise my voice a little bit and speak up and spit it out. What do we need to know?
Yes. So, he said that you were going to find Lucian.
Yes?
Okay, yes. Okay.
Get on with it.
So he's seeming to be a little bit intimidated by this fact. I need you to roll intimidation for me, dear.
Oh, how do I do that?
Stop being a dick, bro. That's how you do that.
uh,
My
so
guy is very short-tempered.
do you see the? Actually, let me do it this way. So go to the chat, and I need you to type the following. Are you ready? / roll ROLL, and there's no spaces between the slash and the word roll, by the way. And then now a space.
Oh my gosh, okay.
1d20.
Okay.
The plus symbol.
Okay.
And whatever your modifier is for intimidation.
Uh-oh. So, if I look at intimidation, technically the roll says -1 to the left of it.
Alright, so you're going to get rid of that plus sign, and you're going to put a minus sign there instead, and then you're going to put a 1.
Ouch. Alright, and then enter?
Yes. Oh!
Not good.
At least it wasn't a crit one.
Can I get a different dice?
Maybe you should change the color of Merrick Malice.
How do I do that?
Do you see your little fella?
Yeah.
You see the red box?
Ew, why is it poop?
If you click the poop, you can change the color of the poop.
Give me 1 moment. I just noticed my dog needs water.
Alright. I want to go sunbathing, says Merrick in the fucking snow. I'm already in love with this character. He's wearing a backless dress and he's intimidating the fuck out of fucking poor Gregor.
Not well.
Gregor.
Yeah, he's trying to be intimidating, but he's just coming off like a dick.
Oh, no, I have a different thing planned.
Uh-oh.
This is where Gregor kicks you in the dick.
So, in my mind, this is a nat 1.
Oy vey.
Because you rolled a 2, but you had a -1. Like, it literally does not get worse than that. I don't know what to tell you.
I could have rolled a 1.
Yeah, but you can't technically have a 0, so 1 is the lowest roll you can have.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. No, I'm gonna like yell at him and then shit myself.
Okay, so you say spit it out, man?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. He drops the torch, putting it out in the rain, leaving you in utter darkness, and you hear him go, sorry, is everybody okay? Okay, just, and he, you hear the noise of slipping in the wet mud, and then a crack.
What? I walk over to him and pick him up by his like collar.
He is unconscious.
Oh my lord.
I am going to God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna roll a medicine check to try to slap him awake.
Alright, you go for it. Oh, jeez. All right. So you notice that he just bumped his head really hard. He's not like severely damaged. You could probably wake him up if you had, you know, uh, something that would wake people up. Usually, you don't think a good jostle's gonna do it. You think like smelling salts or something similar would probably get him up, but he's probably got a concussion if you had to guess.
Alright. I'm gonna search his pockets for the instructions.
Good idea. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
He's unconscious.
Yeah.
Guys,
Take the whole
we haven't even made it out of the first fucking encounter. We're already eluding an unconscious body.
Oh my god! I fucking
It's
quit.
too fucking wet.
So you pull a parchment out of his pocket, but yes, just as you said, it is getting doused by the rain, and the ink is wearing off very, very quickly. You
Okay,
manage.
Hear me out.
Okay.
What if could we use a water skin to pour it over his face to try and wake him up?
He's already getting rained on, and it's not working.
Oh, okay.
I put the note in my hood, in the driest spot on my person. And I go, medic, we gotta get this in dry land. We gotta find someplace dry.
So before you do that, I will say that as the ink is running off this parchment, you see the words "to the north" and "meet you at midnight."
Okay, well, I have two options here. I mean, we're gonna have to bring this unconscious guy with us, just in case. I mean, we're gonna throw him on the back of my horse.
Absolutely. Please drag the unconscious body of Gregor with you.
Yes, I mean, of course.
That does not seem like dangerous for a comrade at all. I want you to do it, in fact.
Okay, well...
Let's talk about camaraderie and protecting one another. I think the safest place is going into enemy territory on the back of your horse. Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, that's fair. Well, hear me out. Can I roll like a knowledge check on if I held his nose and covered his mouth? That would do it.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna do it, but I want to roll like knowledge if know if that works.
Yeah, he'll be fine. We have the note. We're going to the north. He'll be alright. He's in front of Adam. He's in front of Ranger General's door. He's probably the safest place right now. His ass is hanging out. Excuse of a ranger here in the forest where he belongs. In the mud.
May the forest take him.
Okay, I want to sit him up against the nearest tree and try and like at least make him presentable in the sense that like put his foot up, pull it down a little bit, and he's sleeping.
Hood up, pants down. You know what I'm saying? These forest boys. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Can you please? Oh fuck! What role is this? Athletics. I want to see it.
Athletics.
Absolutely.
I do have a +3, so.
All right. Let's see it.
Fuck! I want a new dice.
All right. You managed to prop him up so he doesn't fall. His pants are definitely around his ankles. That hood is up though, and you managed to do this thing where like you cross his arms over his chest so it looks like he's chilling. Like maybe he fell asleep on his post and somebody pantsed him as a joke because you know rangers do that to each other. It's fine.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. I tell you what. But he's fine. He's fine, and on the parchment has. I like how Nathan's like. So I wonder if I wrap my hands around his neck and I just choke him, if he'll wake up. Yeah, if I poison him, I wonder if he'll wake up. If I set him on fire, I wonder if he'll wake up.
You know, it's the shock to the system.
Yeah, that's what we need, is another shock to the system.
Cutting off fingers, I don't know.
Oh my god! You are a sadist. You picked the right character. Moving on. Moving right the fuck along. Yeah, this is the game that I wanted, to be honest. As a precursor, I am allowed to kill one baby per campaign. You heard it here first. So, on the parchment that you guys have, there's also a location. It's really cruelly drawn and again smeared, but you think you know where it is.
Yeah, I am going to let's see here. I'm going to move quietly and stealthily through the brush, with my skulker feet.
Alrighty. What is that?
I can try to hide when I'm only lightly obscured from the creature from which I'm hiding. When I'm hidden and I miss a weapon attack, it doesn't reveal me. And what is it? I can see in very, very dark light. So
That sounds fucking dope, and I want you
I
to
have
roll
a
stealth for me.
torch, and I'm just off the side of the path, next to Malice. I'm kind of letting him. I'm letting Malice, kind of
Merrick.
talk about cutting off fingers on his own.
Yeah.
And I am going to try to hide my position.
With a fat 11. Oh,
17.
17.
Baby.
Okay, alright, not bad, not bad.
Got a +6 to that stealth.
Alright, alright. Cool. Merrick, what are you doing? Merrick! Hello? Nathan. Oh my god, is he dead?
Can you hear me?
Yes, hello!
Oh my god, there's so many buttons on this headset. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, I'm sorry, did I miss something? Did enemies show up? Or why, how is... No, so he's just off the side of the path to be discreet.
Just to be discreet. I like the image of panning to the headphones and they're
Okay, to be fair, it's one button and a scrolling thing, but there's
I'm
a lot of
crying!
buttons to the Discord and computer too. Apparently I turned all the volume off. Here's the thing.
Fucking
Anyways,
Nathan, I love you so much. Don't ever
it's
change.
awful. I'm learning.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
so I guess while we move on from this disgrace of a ranger, I call Aurora over. I assume at the moment, I mean, Brutus himself would be like able to be somewhat stealthy as just an animal, correct? Like he could like hide in the bushes when we need him to.
You can certainly try to give him the command to, get him to do whatever you need. But he's still a dog who does not understand language. He's dumber than your horse, so good luck.
Okay, I'm probably going to be... Well, no, I guess he'll come... Yeah, he'll come along. Fuck it. We'll figure it out. So I have Aurora and Brutus, and is Aurora big enough to have Brutus right on the back?
So, probably. So here's the thing. Yeah, but nah. Because I have no doubt that he could fit up there, but he would not be comfortable. He would be very wiggly and he would not be cool with it because he's been trained to ride alongside the horse, to run alongside the horse.
Okay, that's fair. And then Simone's on foot, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we'll just kind of go at a pace, general pace, weave our way through the brush as much as possible. And then I guess we'll start heading towards the general area that we're aware of.
All right.
Enter Crimson Banner lands. I am in my favorite terrain, and I am in my favorite enemy's lands.
Mm-hmm.
So, just giving that knowledge to you as a DM.
Thank you, friend.
Forward.
Thank you. That will help me greatly. Yeah. So you know that you're getting close to that that line. You recognize the sound of the stream to the what is that east of where you are, and as it gets louder, your senses are ticking. Your whiskers are going. You're feeling that bloodlust that comes with revenge, that wanting that payback every time you get close. Even the smell of the spices from the city nearby are starting to waft through the air, and it just makes you more thirsty for vengeance. Certainly.
I do you guys know like Jet from ATLA? How he does that like with his hands, he does that hand whistle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand whistle over to Merrick, um, and give him like a hand signal that's like, hold up, like we gotta move closer, real stealthy. And I move over, I walk over to you very quietly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, there's something close.
All right. Oh, I'll go ahead and we'll dismount. I want to go ahead and pull my bow on as my like primary out
Okay.
and have that drawn. Um, I can smell the spices of the city. I see we're getting close to the river.
You can't
We
you
should
can't
definitely.
smell the spices like he can,
Oh,
but you're definitely hearing the familiarity of that stream that marks the borders of your land. Certainly.
okay. So I can definitely. I know the river coming up. We should definitely move forward on foot. I'll have the horse and Brutus hold back for now.
Okay, for sure. So I need you to roll animal handling for me for Brutus because he's a big dumb animal who just loves you so much.
Um, would it be
Animal.
possible to? I'm sorry. Would it be possible to put Zhao onto one of the branches?
Animal handling for you as well.
Cool.
What the?
What did you do? Okay, you put a space between the 1 and the d20.
Oh, sorry. So,
It's also possible to there's a little there's a D20 symbol on the very left, and you can
Uh-oh.
click it and select which dice you want to roll and the modifier to it.
oh,
That
Mm-hmm.
makes it a little easier than typing out /roll D20 plus whatever every time.
okay, okay.
So you rolled a 2 for your animal handling. Uh, Brutus is by your side. He is not seeing or understanding your commands. He is with you.
Okay, can I attempt to do another one to try and be like, fine, if you're coming with, at least try and be quiet.
He
Like,
does not understand that at all.
I
He's
can't
wagging
like.
his tail, and now he picked up a stick and he's putting it at your feet. He's ready.
Oh,
He's ready for
okay.
stick. It's stick time.
Dude, he
Okay,
rolled a
hear
two.
me out. Can I talk to Aurora and have her try and like wrangle him in?
Absolutely. What would you like to say to Aurora, and in what language are you speaking to her in?
I am going to say common or like the Heartland.
Okay, Heartlander. Okay.
Yeah. Um, can you try and keep Brutus here?
Okay.
Keep him out of danger.
Okay. So she shakes her mane as she's turned towards Brutus and she begins charging him. She's gonna run full towards him. Brutus tucks his tail between his legs and starts bolting for the trees. He's looking behind. He's looking at you, hoping that you'll stop her. And she's just whinnying and making all kinds of noise and snapping trees and tossing her mane, getting him real scared. And he just runs. He turns his head to look at you as he's running away, but he disappears into the thicket.
That is not what I wanted her to do.
That's what you told her to do.
I said keep him safe, not be all fucking crazy.
That was the last thing you said was keep him safe.
Ugh, okay, I guess so. I feel awful now. I'm gonna leave some food on the ground for them, and then we can go.
She trots back to you, satisfied that she's successfully listened to your commands and done exactly as you've asked. And she's searching her hands for an apple or a salt lick or whatever reward that you have for her.
My heart.
She's ready.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I pull out an apple and I like get close to her and I let her know I'm like, you need to go find Brutus and make sure he's okay. And I like make sure she like nods before I give her the apple.
She does. She takes the apple, and you notice she's not eating it. She's holding it like a dog holds an egg in its mouth. She's carrying it very proudly, like, and you see her tail kind of perk up, like she's very very happy that she did a good. And she's just wandering out towards Brutus, making soft whinnying noises, like she's calling for him. But you know that might not happen. It's dead of the night in a huge dark forest. And you have livestock essentially looking for a dog. So
She's smart livestock.
here's
Okay?
hoping. Here's hoping. Anyways, back to you
Uh,
guys.
The camera pans over to
Yeah.
Joe, and
Yeah.
he very politely steps onto the branch. And meanwhile, I look over at all the noise and commotion that's happening, and I look back at Joe, and I'm like, yeah, man, we got it.
Zhao looks at you like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Like, is everything okay at home?
And I give him a look like, I know.
How come they can't get it together? You know what I'm saying? Why are we bros and they can't get it together? I don't have an intelligence of 10. That horse has an intelligence of 10, and we're out here chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like let's continue.
It's gonna be okay.
yeah,
I put my arm around him as I like push him into a crouch with me, and then we start moving forward.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, he definitely does not like being touched on the head, but he's definitely more forgiving than that dog, for sure.
Oh no, I put my arm around Merrick's shoulder.
Oh, okay. Got it. That makes more
Merrick
sense.
and I are. I'm leaving Zhao there. Zhao will come back, or I'll come back to him. I have 100% faith in Zhao.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Travel from A to B. You know, like he's basically a messenger bird. I'm like, yeah, he's fine.
He's chill. He knows what he's doing. That bird is definitely more aware of his surroundings than some creatures. Anyway, so you begin weaving your way through the forest, um, and this is the area that also has very very thick dead trees, very very like dry branches. It's usually a place where the fire begins, is around the outskirts of the land, because all of that dry wood just explodes into fire whenever lightning strikes it, and it is a very lightning rich evening. In fact, so much so that as you're breaching the trees and getting closer to the stream, you see three of your men escorting a woman in rope with short blonde hair behind them to the center of the Heartlands as a prisoner. She looks like an Imperial, so you assume that she's a spy.
How far away is she?
About 100 feet. They're kind of like escorting her. They're not like being mean to her or anything. They've taken her prisoner. She's gagged and tied.
Can I? Oh, what were you gonna say?
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say, can I try and like roll investigation or something to try and see if I can like see more clearly who that might be? Like try and identify.
Sure. So you guys have hand signals and noises that you can make towards each other to like signal to each other. Uh, let's see. I don't think I would need to really make you roll for that, so I wouldn't worry about it. You're just kind of doing your "Hey, are we bros?" symbol.
Can I move my sprite?
You should be able to.
Oh, okay, cool. I meant like contextually. Is that great?
Oh, so we're not on this screen yet, folks.
Oh, okay.
I know it seems like we are, but we're not quite here yet.
No, gotcha. Yeah, I'd like to do. I'd like to get. Um, I'd like to get like as close as I can without looking, without making any kind of suspicion that anything is strange or coming closer. And these are Crimson Banner people, with an Imperial woman.
No, they're Heartlanders escorting an Imperial woman to Silverglen.
Oh, gotcha.
Based on what you're seeing here, and this is pretty common, when you take prisoners, it's not very common, but when you do, you bring them back to Silverglen, basically for safety, and to question them, of course. But you never treat them cruelly, and if they can make themselves useful as members of Silverglen, they're welcome to stay. But usually they resist, and in which case they have a bag thrown over their head and then thrown back into the outskirts of the forest and attacked on sight if they try to return. And that is exactly the situation that's happening here, because it's late and it's raining and it's just a bad time. You assume that she was caught potentially around the border and is being escorted now for questioning / care in Silverglen.
Do I recognize these Heartlanders?
Yeah, there's some dudes from around. They're not of the strong, courageous caliber as Gregor, but there were people you recognize.
No one is really.
No, nobody's that brave.
Nobody is that brave.
Steadfast. You know what I'm saying? Solid.
I'm calling it right now. Gregor is the big bad at the end.
Ah, fuck! You guessed it. When he wakes up from his concussion, he's gonna be pissed.
Cool. Is this the thing I smelled? Can I tell? Is this the
Nope. The spices in the air hanging are from the town nearby. I'm assuming that that's all you guys want to do with that escort, right? You're just like, oh, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, Simon. Hey, what's going on? Oh, we just got a prisoner. That's what you guys do through hand signals and bird noises, I'm assuming. And yeah, everything's chill. They're who they say they are. They got a prisoner. Everything seems good. That's where you want to leave it, yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not open.
What?
Sorry, I was letting my wife know that there was. Never mind.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to do with that, Nathan? Are you good?
Actually, can I roll an insight check?
Can you roll a what?
An insight check on this whole situation before we move on?
Sure.
After that, I'm good. It's the onset paranoia inside of me. Okay. Yeah, shit's chill.
No, everything's totally normal.
That's Jeff and Bob, yo. I mean, they're chill as fuck.
Yeah, Jeff and Bob, they're with it.
Fuck. I love those dudes.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, let's move on.
Cool. All right, moving right along. So now you guys are where you are on the map. You're moving through the trees. The dead wood is getting more severe. And in the distance, you are noticing a man on the other side of the bank. That is Simon. You are the one seeing him. Nathan, Merrick, you do not see this individual yet, but you are used to Simon's posture, especially when he's like, immediately next to you and helping you sneak. Which, by the way, make a stealth roll for me.
Both of us?
No, Darian, you're good.
Okay.
Because you rolled one already, yeah?
Yes.
Nathan!
I'm doing it.
Ah, jeez.
I am so fucking stoked right now.
Nice!
Yes, medic.
I mean, he's wearing black and a crow mask. So, It's just a big bird in the
I give him
forest.
a thumbs up, like, you're doing a good job, buddy.
You're doing a good job, buddy. You're working hard. Yeah, all right. Yeah, definitely that backless dress, very helpful for sneaking. Um, and so you see a man across the riverbank who is definitely not from your neck of the woods. Definitely not from the Crimson Banner that you know of. He seems lost. He seems confused. He's just parted the trees to enter the virgin soil of the Emerald Heartlands, which is your land. And he seems to have his gaze fixed in your direction at the moment.
I'm just gonna continually shout out for Alexa.
You hear him shouting the name Alexa.
I do the friend or foe.
You hear bird noises. Actually, you know what, Fayez? Please roll perception for me. Let's see if you can hear it. That's a fat no. Like, you're getting slammed by the rain and the elements. You're done. Your hair's fucked up. You want to get into a hot bath with a beautiful woman. That's what you want right now. But it's not happening for you. Everything's fucked up.
Where is this bitch? Alexa!
So yeah, like you're wandering through the woods, and you're not seeing or hearing anything. The crack of the thunder is just so penetrating and loud. You're not getting anywhere with your search. Now, Simone, I need you to roll perception for me. Actually, scratch that. Survival with advantage, and this does count for your favorite enemy.
Oh, yeah, baby!
Holy fuck.
That is a 22.
All right. So, you finally see like him in full view, and you notice his rapier looks like it's alight with magic, and it's bursting through the trees like it's like an accordion in a metal band. It stands out. It's incredibly loud and incredibly obvious. As everything is being cloaked in shadow and everything is quiet and sensitive, this man is loud and abrasive in the night. And you can still see that light perfectly in the pounding rain, but he seems to be unaware of your presence. You were concerned about him for a moment, but what concerns you even more is you are now hearing Ensenada to the north. Specifically two men's voices that are sounding kind of hushed, and only you're hearing it because of your heightened senses. You think that he has potentially stumbled near a group of Crimson Banner soldiers that are near to both your party and his own. He seems to be unaware of their presence.
All right, this is my Qui-Gon Jinn and Jar Jar Binks moment right now.
I'm ready.
I am going to run and jump across this stream here and try to tackle him and tackle the light out as well, while covering his mouth.
Ooh, Qui-Gon Jinn indeed. All right. I'm going to need you to roll athletics. Fayaz, I'm going to need you to roll perception. Good luck.
There it is, baby. 16.
All right, Fayaz, you do not know what's coming for you, buddy. So, yes, Simone, with great ease and agility, and actually, Merrick, you're seeing this in full view. You just noticed that he's crouched low. You see his ears twitch and kind of fold back into his head, which usually means that he is hunting. His tail twitches back and forth just at the tip very quickly, and then boom, he is gone like a razor in the night. He shoots across the stream and tackles something across the riverbank. And you hear oof.
Can I move up at all?
Absolutely. That light is still on, unfortunately. Fayaz, you've been tackled.
Shut the fuck up. If you want to live.
I'm just going to take my overly soaked and now completely covered in mud arm with my long flowing robes and just drape my arm over my rapier so it covers the light.
Okay. Let's do that.
And
can I move across the river?
I mean, real quick, because he's on top of me at this point, and I saw him, and I'm assuming he spoke common to me when he said that.
Did you?
Would I have been able to see who was tackling me? I mean, he's right on top of me and then looking at me in the face.
Yeah, you can see his figure. You definitely know what he is. He is one of the slave races.
Okay, and can I just get a description?
Yeah, this is a.
I mean, just like the face, the facial features, color of the eyes, stuff like that, stuff I would see.
He's got definitely skin on the tanner side. He's got like oak colored hair with kind of like braids that come down on either side of his pointy ears. He's got a big green forest green cloak around him, and his eyes, if they catch the light here, are like a bright green. Like almost like the color of Esmer's little box.
Understood. Okay. I call that DX green. I got it.
And I get up back into a crouch, and I put my arm down to help him up.
As he's starting to get off me, just because he seems to know this area better, I'm going to put out light on my rapier so it's not going off.
Okay.
When I get up.
Perfect. Merrick, you are not on horseback, so I need you to roll athletics to cross that river for me, bud.
Come on, Merrick, you got this.
This is where you get drifted away in the river.
Please don't.
Wow. I don't think so. Hold on.
You're gonna roll a crit. I just know it.
Why do you always gotta
I'm encouraging you.
put bad juju? Ooh.
I was right! Did I not foresee it?
I look at Merrick as he crosses the river like a father looking at his son who's figured out life.
I just float across the river as if I'm walking on it.
Merrick, you approach the creek, and you can't help but look at your reflection in the surface of the rippling, calm waters, and you feel something on the back of your neck, and it feels like itchy. And as you scratch it, you hear the sound of a deep guttural cawing, and it's a sound that only you hear. You look up, and the sound is gone. When you look back down, you realize that even though at some point crossing the creek pose a challenge for you. You have now grown to be a man who faces his obstacles, his hurdles, if you will, with great stride. You take one step back, turn on your heel, and sprint full crouch over the creek into a roll, and almost as if it were part of a performance, are literally crouched next to Simone, like in perfect harmony. You guys have the same leg up, same foot down, and you look fucking rad.
I give him a predator handshake.
Yeah.
When,
Merrick's shake is pretty strong, bro, pretty confident. He's got that taut shake, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just going to look up and be like, holy fuck.
A crow and a cat walk into a bar.
And I point gently over at the Crimson Bannerman.
Yeah, you see them huddled next to Darian. You specifically are seeing them. When I say huddled, what I mean is they are standing in front of a woman who is on the ground, and they're talking, and like they seem to be speaking in hushed voices. It's a noise that only you can really hear at this distance. The other two are more than welcome to roll perception checks if you would like to try listening.
Is it midnight?
It is.
Perception.
Oh, so close.
Okay. Fayez, you are a little taken aback. You're still trying to figure this shit out. Merrick, you're hearing voices to the north, but you don't know what they're saying. They are speaking in Sonata.
I think I know Sonata.
You do, but you can't hear what they're saying. You know what they're speaking, but you don't know what they're saying.
I draw my bow and I start to move closer.
Okay.
I'm going to hold up my hand. I know I didn't hear them, but did I see them?
Yeah, you can see them now. Just their shapes, really.
Wait,
Okay.
so are we under the impression that these aren't the guys?
What guys?
The people that we saw earlier that were the caravan, the other rangers.
No, those people have moved on.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, we're on the other side of the river now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna very carefully put my hand on Simone's shoulder. I'm gonna like just catch his eye, and I'm gonna be like, in common, I'm just gonna say, "Let me take this one," and I'm gonna walk up and hold my hands over my head and just start yelling toward them as I run toward them, and I'm gonna like make a motion for them to stay behind, and I'm gonna run towards the guards, yelling in Asada.
Asada. Cool.
In
Sonata.
Sonata, thank you. And I'm just gonna say, please, good men of the Red Banner, please, don't shoot. It's me, please, don't shoot. And I'm just gonna make my way toward them.
I need you to roll perception with advantage.
Right.
Both you and Simone.
For me.
24.
Fayez. There are two Red Banner men standing at the riverbank. There is a woman huddled at their feet. She is not moving. And as for Simone, Suddenly, as your friend is disappearing and the smell of mud has dispersed from the air, you smell something new. You smell a corpse. And now I need you to roll. I need you to roll initiative.
Holy fuck. Hey, well, how far up did I get when I was running toward them?
Right
Am I,
there.
like, close or?
Right there, my
Oh,
friend.
Jesus. Fuck.
Am I rolling as well?
Absolutely.
That was 2 of them. I want to roll again.
Is there a plus?
Oh,
Ah, shit! So your initiative roll is your dex plus proficiency bonus. If I remember that correctly.
What's my proficiency?
Should be 2.
It's +2, yeah.
So that's +4.
Yes. So 1d20 plus 4. Fayez, you rolled a d12 instead of a d20. There you go.
Put that truck.
Alright, I'm gonna take out my doggy really quick. I'll be right back.
I think I have
Wait, what?
to
Okay.
call it sometime soon.
Yeah, same. It's getting
I
kind
don't
of
think
late.
I don't think it's going to be too long, guys. It's 2 guards. I'm pretty sure they're going to be I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking at me, and you're going to put arrows through their throats.
Do it, Simon. Let's go.
I don't know. I'm. This is. I played a ranger. There's this group that I play with. I play with a bunch of people at Jamba Juice, and we've been playing D&D for a few years. And the last campaign I was a player in, I was a Furbolg ranger, but I played him more like a bard. So I'm really enjoying like going full nature ranger. Um, you know.
See. Oh, sorry.
This for me, this is my first time playing a bard. I I usually play like fighter, barbarian, and stuff like that. And then in my last campaign, the one that I'm still currently in it. Um, you're gonna meet another guy that's playing with us. His name's Gabe. He's the DM. Um, and in that one, I am playing a Asimar cleric of the grave.
Ooh.
That was my first like dipping my toe into magic users, and it's just completely different from everything I've ever played in D&D. So I was like, yeah, I want to be a magic user in this one too,
Yes.
because
And
yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
for sure, dude. I'm playing a cleric right now in my other game too. I'm playing a trickster cleric, tiefling trickster cleric.
Oh wow, that's
Oh.
got to be different.
It's so fucking fun, dude.
No, I see. I built a character because I was gonna join into the one campaign with Gabe and Luke, and so I built a sorcerer because I've never played as one, but it's a draconic tiefling sorcerer. So he's like all funky looking, but he's got a lot of cool stuff going on. Haven't gotten to play him though yet. So, but this character is gonna be currently he's only a blood hunter, so I might multi-class into ranger, but that's why I guess I'm not super good with my nonsense.
Yeah, I was thinking about multi-classing into rogue and really going for that, that full stealth range,
assassin. Right.
sneak attack and all that shit. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we'll see where it goes. I get spells next level, whatever that is. So,
Well, wait, you're playing it like you're just doing straight ranger?
for now, yeah.
I believe at like level 2, I think you get like cast without a trace and shit like that, like natural camouflage, cast without a trace. Like there's some pretty epic spells that rangers get, so you're gonna have fun.
I'm gonna get my fighting style next level.
Oh damn! This constant rain music is putting me to sleep. What the fuck?
I legit fall asleep to rain every night, so. got a good Morrowind soundtrack going in the background now. That's good.
Excellent. Morrowind's top notch.
For real.
I'm gonna pass out.
Stop that, Nathan.
Oh, she back.
That's what I'm saying.
Hello?
Wow.
Hello. So we rolled initiative, huh? That's something that
I got a
happened?
nat 20.
You sure did, bud.
Technically, I got a 24. I just added my dex and that proficiency.
Oh, just FYI too, we were mentioning that we're probably gonna call it quits, like if anything after this battle, but
I think it's probably best to do that. I agree. So let's get through this.
so super quickly when we approach those guys, well, I mean, if anything, I guess I would like look over to Simone. Are we wanting to take these guys out, or do we want to keep them alive to like question them, like why they're here?
I just I look back at you and I just hold up one finger.
I nod.
Dope. Fayez, the Rangers are fucking around with their fingers. I don't know. Something's going on over there. Cool.
So you guys are just holding your turn, or?
Oh well, I think it looks like it's Simone's turn.
It is.
Yes.
Let me roll some dice really quick.
Do it. You're too scared to roll them dice. Ooh.
Wow.
Looks like you're getting a taste of the medicine we've all been taking tonight, girl.
Dang it.
Bye.
Roll20 does not like us at all.
Maybe it does, but it's getting all your bad rolls out now.
The longer we play, the better our dice rolls get. I hope so. That'd be great.
That's what I keep telling myself.
That's how I'm gonna sleep tonight, for sure.
So first we need to start with the surprise round. Because they don't know that Merrick and Simone are there, Darian and Merrick, I want you guys to take your turns first.
Okay.
I am definitely gonna loose an arrow at let's see. Actually, I'm gonna get 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move 20 feet over here next to Merrick, and I'm gonna loose an arrow at this guy.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
a hit.
That's a 22, baby.
The arrow shoots through the air, and though it is raining very heavily, it doesn't deter its strike. It hits one of them in the shoulder, and you hear them hiss. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, solid
Damn.
9.
Damn. All right. Tight.
Is it?
No, it's Merrick's turn.
Oh, okay, cool. So I see this guy get hit. Does he go down or is he standing?
He is still up.
Okay. I want to shoot that guy. I want to shoot him, or no, hold on. I want to move, yeah. And can I aim for his lower half?
Sure. Which one are you shooting, my dear?
Is it not?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
pinging it.
Cool.
The guy on the
I
left?
saw it that time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then I D20?
Yep.
Do I plus anything?
Yes. So you're gonna roll 1d20. And what weapon are you using?
My longbow.
Okay. So on your character sheet, it should say hit.
+4.
That's what you're gonna roll. 1d20 plus 4. Did you really roll an 11?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
All right, we are out of the surprise round. Simone, you are technically still hidden because you have Skulker.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna move. Whoa. I'm gonna move over here, my full 30 feet. I'm gonna shoot the guy on the right again.
Alrighty, go ahead. Nice, that's a hit. Straight into the other shoulder.
What's a D8? Ooh. That 8 damage.
That's pretty juicy, bro. You're doing nasty things to this man. He likes it a lot. Cool. So now you are out of hiding, yes?
Well, if I am lightly obscured, possibly from the rain,
Yes.
and my jacket, then I am still hidden. It didn't reveal my position.
Awesome. All right, next is Fayaz.
Seeing what's going on, I'm going to be like, well, scratch that. And I'm going to look at, how do I ping people?
You
just held the click.
Yeah, you hold your finger on it and then release. There you go.
Alright, so that guy, the one that hasn't been hit yet,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast, I'm going to look at him and say, raise my hand and be like, let's get in from the rain, my friend. You don't need to fight us. And I'm going to cast Charm Person.
Okay. Tell me how you're gonna pull that magic out of the ether.
Well.
Focus and components.
Oh, gotcha. So, I'm going to. Is it an action to pull out my violin, or?
We're gonna consider this all part of casting the spell. So,
Okay.
as casting a spell is an action, anything you do leading up to casting a spell also counts as part of that action.
So I'm going to look at him. I'm gonna put my violin underneath my chin, hold it there like professionals do. I'm gonna point my my bowstring out toward him, and I'm just going to say, "There's no need for this, my friend. Why don't we go inside and get a drink?" And then I'm going to start rapidly playing a soft lullaby to charm him.
Okay. What is the save on that? I'm assuming it's wisdom, yes?
It is a wisdom save because we are in battle. You do so with advantage.
Okay. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. Sounds like he fails.
All right. So that means that if it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. Duration is 1 hour.
Nice. So for an hour, he's your buddy, yeah?
Correct.
Okay. Are you going to tell your buddy to do anything?
I'm going to tell him that the man behind you just slew that woman that lays on the ground that cannot stand. You cannot.
Like, you can't take the blame for this guy. It's his fault that this happened. Like, kind of playing to his paranoia a little bit. Are you there?
I think it like cut out for Luke.
Oh no!
Luke.
Luke, no! It's alright. It's getting pretty late. We are almost done here. Uh-oh. Luke, try disconnecting and then reconnecting to the lobby. Hashtag technical issues.
Hashtag, do you have an exception for it?
Oh my god, stop. There. Now you can. There we go.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank goodness. All right. Hey, if we got through all that and that was our first technical difficulty, I'm very happy.
Honestly, same.
So, last thing I did was charmed him, and then I told him to attack his friend because his friend killed this woman that's laying on the ground.
Yeah, so you're playing to his paranoia, like, hey, this isn't your fault, this is his fault, right? Like, you're trying to. Cool. That's beautiful. Absolutely. That will work in your favor.
And then, at level 1, my bardic inspiration.
A D6!
I just have one of those, right?
Yeah.
D6?
No, it's a.
Okay.
So, it's your level. Let me find out for you. Let's look at the Bard thing together. Bard 5e.
I don't think it's just your charisma modifier, minimum of 1.
Is it?
If that's the case, I've got bardic inspiration for fucking days, yeah.
It's true.
Nah, dude, I'm a pimp.
It's true. In more ways than one.
Truth.
Can use this feature any number of times equal to your charisma modifier.
Wow.
So that's how many times you can use it.
So I've got 1 plus my modifier, that would be 4. So at that point, I'm going to slightly shift my tune as for my bonus action, and I am going to look over toward the cat person that tackled me, and I'm going to say, hey, pussycat. Whoa. And you now get a D6 that you can add onto any of your attack rolls or saving throws.
Wonderful, thank you.
Beautiful.
And that will be my turn as I continue to play my violin in the rain.
Awesome. I'm going to change up the music a little bit because we are no longer in dark piano. Let me see if I can get us. Let's see what canon and D minor has for us. Nah, that might be too much. What about... I have X gonna give it to you as an alternative.
I am feeling that. I'm feeling an X gonna give it to you moment for Simone at least.
Let me play this. I wonder how intense this is. Let's see.
Each time he says what is when Simone looses an arrow from his long bow. What? X don't deliver to you.
Okay, I don't know if it's playing.
That's when Merrick like goes looking for his dog.
The horse and the dog. Oh my god. Are we ever gonna see them again? Here's hoping. Alright.
Yeah, that's perfect. I love that music.
Cool. We'll just keep that going then. Perfect. Alright. So that is your turn. That leaves Merrick.
Nathan.
Nathan, good. figure out his buttons again.
He's muted.
Gosh, Nathan, I sure hope you're okay, bud.
Nathan, come off mute.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Nathan!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this guy seems chill. This guy's pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to loosen one more arrow at him.
Okay.
Which one?
This gentleman.
Cool. Roll it.
What?
Wow! You deserve that. You deserve that because you weren't paying attention. Alright. That is our first critical miss of the game, ladies and gentlemen. I do critical misses a special kind of way. Not only do I make you feel special, but I make you feel really special by the end results. Okay, I need you to roll damage for me.
From the bow?
Roll damage for me, Merrick.
I'm gonna get shot, you fuck.
One of us, that's for goddamn sure.
Well, I'm in
Do
line
I
of
just
sight.
plus anything?
Yeah, what's the damage on that longbow on your character sheet, my friend?
1d8.
I need you to roll 1d8 plus, what's your proficiency? So plus 2.
It's just dexterity to damage, I believe.
I apologize. Roll your dexterity modifier, not proficiency. That's
Plus
right.
2.
Alright, now I need you to roll a d2.
Oh no.
Okay, Fayez, you take 7 damage.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
So here's what happens. Merrick,
Oh.
you pull out an arrow and loose it, and you feel that as you're loosening it, you're feeling that itching again in the back of your neck, and you reach up to your neck because you feel like it was maybe a bug or a mosquito. Then you forget that you're wearing a hood, and you also forget that you just loosed your arrow. The arrow shoots straight into the back of your new friend, Fayez.
Oh, I'm so
I'm
sorry.
going to let out a gigantic it's going to. I'm going to like stop playing, obviously, and like almost like try to catch myself. Like I'm just gonna look over my shoulder, like what the fuck? You want from me?
I like wave at him. I'm like,
Simone full face palms.
Oh no! Oh no! Get control of your son, Darian. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Merrick?
I guess I don't have any more actions, right?
You've done an attack, so you can move.
Please don't do any more actions.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna
I've got
stop.
3 health. I've got 3 health. Please don't do any more actions.
I'll stop.
You can move.
Past session 0.
You can move.
I'm okay.
Okay. All right, we're gonna leave him where he's at. This boy's been through a lot. All right. So who do we have here? So your charmed buddy is going to attack his friend.
Nice.
I'm going to while he's attacking, just try to play my violin with the arrow in my back.
Oof. All right. Cool. So his buddy takes out a dagger from behind his back. It was like a side belt on his back. He pulls it out and he attempts to slash at his friend. And his friend's like, "Whoa!" But he misses. And now his friend is going to attack him back.
Stupid fucking crimson battlemen.
Also a miss. They're just knife fighting in the forest like a couple of chuckleheads.
Dumb and bad. Them much.
Dumb and bad. All right, Simone, you're up.
You already know, girl. I'm gonna lose that.
Yeah, show him how it's done. X gonna give it to him.
What?
Open up the door.
You to get it on your own.
Non-stop. Pop, pop.
Simone
It's stainless
delivered
steel.
to you.
Yeah, 100%. Roll that damage.
That's 7.
All right, who are you hitting?
The one on the right for sure.
All right. How do you do it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right as so what just happened is the charmed one slashed at him and he was like, "Whoa!" And then he slashed back at him and totally missed. And as his arm comes down and he looks up at his friend, an arrow comes through the back of his head through his nose, and
Oof.
he falls limp on the floor.
Dope.
As I move right up in here, still unnoticed.
Okay. The smell of that corpse is really, really being dampened by the rain, but it's still prevalent and fresh to you. The Crimson Banner, who is now for some reason in allegiance with you, is breathing very heavily, and his eyes seem stained crimson red. Like, they're not bloodshot by any means. They are unnaturally crimson red. It looks like they have been covered in paint, almost. And now he just stares at the body, seeming like he's been deactivated, like he's waiting for something.
I don't have anything left to do. I think this is my turn.
All right. Fayez.
I'm going to move up to him and looking him in the eye while I try to play as much of my violin as possible with a arrow in between my shoulder blades.
Sorry.
I'm going to look at him and say, "Who is that woman? And why? What happened here?"
Okay. He's going to wait until his turn to speak.
My bonus action,
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to hold up my hand so that they see, like, don't attack. And that's my turn.
Okay. Merrick. I
I
immediately attack.
No, at this point, I think this is really it. So I'm just gonna go up. What was that? Can we go diagonal?
Yeah.
So let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna move up there. Can I loot that guy in the meantime?
Absolutely. Can you make a perception check for me first? All right, cool. No, it's all good. Go ahead and loot him. You find he is wearing leather armor. He has a dagger, a short sword, and a javelin. He is wearing a plain steel helmet, nothing special, and the uniform of the Crimson Banner. Does that answer your question, Nathan? Do we lose him? Hello?
It's gonna hit your buttons.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, buddy.
Okay, sorry. I guess I'll take the javelin maybe. And what was the last thing with the Crimson Banner?
Just the uniform of the Crimson Banner.
Okay, I don't want the rest of that junk.
All right. Go ahead and add javelin to your character sheet, please, in your backpack.
Okay.
All right. So is that everything?
Yes, I will end my turn so that dude can talk.
Dope. So he is still breathing very heavily. He moves again in a very robotic way, where he like quickly jolts his hand to the side and then slowly shifts the dagger back into the sheath behind him, near his waist. And he says, "Don't know her name. Just knew what I wanted. We decided."
Decided what?
To take it.
To take what?
All of it.
At that moment, I'm going to take my rapier and I'm going to bury it through his throat.
Alright. I am not going to make you roll an attack roll, just roll damage for me.
What is my rapier? Rapier is +3, 1d8. So it's a 1d8
+3.
and +3.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That is more than enough to take him out. He gurgles and clutches his throat, and then he looks at you with a sadness, like a sign of betrayal, like, "Oh, I thought we were bros." And he collapses into the mud, and his blood indistinguishable from the debris that now coats him entirely.
As I stab him through the throat, I'm going to pull him very close, and right in his ear, I'm going to say to him, "The red banner will fall."
Oh, shit! Oh, shit. That's got my penis going straight up, Haas. I love it. Alright, and we are out of initiative. Congregation, sweathearts.
I'm immediately going to run over to the woman. Just, can I investigate her, see what happens, see
Yeah, roll investigate for me.
Anything?
Yeah, roll investigate for me.
Can I give him the help action and give him advantage?
Absolutely, you can.
Is it cool if I dip out?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I appreciate y'all.
That's okay, see ya!
Take care, Merrick.
Bye.
We'll fill him in later.
Yeah, I'll let him know tomorrow.
Dope.
Let's go. Alright, so 2d20, and that's +1 roll.
Okay, so that is a 12. Cool. She's dead. She is covered in muck. She has been mutilated horribly. It's obvious that these two cretins fought over her. And she likely died in pain and did not get the justice that she deserved.
I'm just gonna hold her hand in mine. And I'm just going to look up at my two new friends and say, I came looking for this one with another woman. Have you seen her? She disappeared. I can't lose another one.
No, you are the first person we saw here in the woods.
Okay. As you're having this conversation, you notice, all of you, it is unavoidable, that there is a light coming from the north. It is like the sun. It is so bright. And you think for a moment perhaps it's dawn. Maybe you are past the meeting time. But it is an eerie color. It starts off white. And then you notice that this ball of flame that is a light in the horizon is casting a glow about it that is this gorgeous and cool green light. as the light begins to grow in this glow in the distance, and the fire begins to blossom, the wind picks up and the rain dies down. And you share a quiet moment on the battlefield that once was, as you see in front of you a woman clad in steel armor, riding on a horse of fire with a unicorn's horn, her collar completely alight with green flame, riding towards you. A pulse echoes out from within her, and the trees are bowed by the force of this energy. It actually knocks either of you off of your feet entirely, which is surprising considering that one of you is even more agile than the other. One of you is weighed down by the silks and the rain and the dirt, but the other one, you're accustomed to this land, and the fact that this force pushes you, sweeps you off your feet, and puts you on your back in the mud, and then robs you of your consciousness the next moment, is what surprises you entirely. And that is where we will pick up for session 1.
Nice, dude.
Dude, bad ass.
Cool.
Top-notch.
Did you guys have a good time?
Yes.
I had an amazing time.
I'm glad. I know it wasn't like super dope, but I tried to tie up all the strings nice and tight before we moved on to session 1.
I've got to say, I wish it wasn't such a dire circumstance as how I met them, because they're definitely seeing a different side of my character than usual. But yeah, I'm definitely excited and definitely enjoyed myself.
I'm glad. Thank you guys both for joining me. I'm gonna grab the others if they're still awake and try and finish one more if I can before bed. But do you guys have any like feedback for me or anything?
Tell you what, let's talk about it tomorrow at the coffee shop.
Ah, shit!
Hey.
Hey!
I have to go.
No
Wonderful
problem.
Session. Everybody all around. Lovely meeting you, Luke. Everybody
You
have
as
a
well,
great
Barry. You as well, buddy. You take care. Be well.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for staying so late. Sorry it took so long. Love you guys. Bye!